Back and better than ever. You have got it locked right here to Inside the Huddle with Lee G. What's up, guys? It is Friday, October the 22nd, 2021, and we have had a fun-filled, action-packed week of sports here in Lexington, Kentucky. Want to give a shout out to everyone over at the Hostile Huddle, Bubba, Billy, Lee, all the guys, and you've got it locked right here with Inside the Huddle. Let me just tell you something. This week for me has been glorious, to say the least. It has been monumental. I met someone who I look up to very much. My baseball team took care of their business. I just want to get right to it. Let's go inside at Whitaker Ballpark with Andy Shea as the Legends have hosted the Long Island Ducks for the Atlantic League Championship.
How much this means to Lexington and Legends baseball?
Man, it's amazing. I mean, it's been such a tumultuous last 2 years. I mean, there was so much doubt from every angle, whether it was COVID, Major League Baseball, new league, all that stuff. But I mean, here we are, championship game, definitely going to win this thing tonight. And I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, it really is just a special feeling. And not totally counting chickens before they hatch, but we're there.
Thanks, Andy.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to my man Andy Shea and everybody over there at Whitaker Ballpark, the Lexington Legends franchise. Look, if you know Lee G personally, you know I'm a baseball fanatic. I've been playing baseball all my life, played from T-ball all the way up to high school. And, you know, it's a thinking man's game. Baseball is the hardest sport to play. Now, if you're 6 feet tall, sure, you can dunk a basketball. If you're hand-eye coordinated, you can throw and catch a football. If you're fast, you can win a race. But the hardest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball. Did you know that, Billy? Like that's the hardest thing to do, is to stand over home plate and for somebody to throw it 80, 90 miles an hour and for you to make contact with it and put it into the field of play. That's skill. Something I was pretty good at myself, you know, but I've always loved baseball. And for the last 20 years here in Lexington, Kentucky, we have had the dubious honor and distinct pleasure of being the host of the Lexington Legends, all right? So, to the field we go at Whitaker Ballpark. And Tuesday, the Legends hosted the Long Island Ducks in Game 4 of the Atlantic League Championship to win the title. Oh, we had a little music here. Can you guys hear the music? All right. So, to the friendly confines of Whitaker Ballpark, as you can see, Tuesday night, it was just beautiful being out there. Myself, Billy, the whole family, we loaded up the caravan, the Inside the Huddle tour bus, and went out there to North Broadway to the bank to take in the game. Little something about the Legends right here. One of the best minor league baseball experiences you're gonna have. Only 20 years into existence, and this is already the 4th championship. They won the inaugural season and won in 2019, repeated in 2020, three-peated Tuesday night, as we've changed leagues for the first 19 years. The Lexington Legends were in the Sally League, the South Atlantic League. Look at Lee G. Look at me out there, always coverage at an all-time high, running out onto the field. Gotta get the shot. And this is our first year in the Atlantic League. So not only did we win, Billy, our first year in existence did we win the title, but as soon as we switched leagues from the South Atlantic League to the Atlantic League, we win the first year. Lexington Legends, people. That's my team, dog. As you can see, congratulations going all around. Congratulations to Coach Phillips, PJ Phillips managing the team, Ben Verrier, Ben Revere, sorry about that, Ben. Went to Lexington Catholic and now playing for the Legends. All the guys, Phipps, Silvero, Blackwell, Phillips, Adams, just J.J. Hoover, who started on the mound in Game 4. Legends win the series 3-1. Look at my man Juan Silverio right there, man. I mean, it was just champagne bottles popping everywhere as we get to the T-shirts. We're starting to pass out the T-shirts. Myself and Billy are just all over the diamond, getting footage, getting pictures, interviews, footage, just a festive occasion on North Broadway. Shout out to everybody. Mike Allison, AKA Microphone Mike, who is the voice of the Legends. Once again, another shout out to Andy Shea, Brandon Phillips. I mean, I am so happy. Look at that shot right there by Billy. There it is. The 2021 Atlantic League champions, the Lexington Legends. And inside the huddle, right there on the scene with the coverage right there. I mean, now when you think of Lexington, of course, it's obvious you think of Rupp Arena, Kentucky basketball, Kentucky football, you know, and we're proud of that. But I want to give my personal salute to not only Andy Shea, but to Mike Allison for doing what they do to turn this into a baseball city. We love baseball here in Lexington, and for this to be our third championship in a row, fourth in 20 years. I mean, come on. It's time to talk. It's time to start putting some respect on that name, the Lexington Legends. I mean, now shout out to our arch rivals, the Charleston Dirty Birds. Love you guys. Shout out to my other team, the Louisville Bats. Shout out to the Bowling Green Hot Rods. I love minor league baseball. We all do here at Inside the Huddle, but for the Lexington Legends to snatch the crown this year, their first year in the Atlantic League, and to three-peat, it just speaks to the talent that goes on over there in the dugout at Whitaker Bank Ballpark. It speaks to the organizational leadership that is going on over there at North Broadway. The North Side Boys are a championship organization, and I am just so proud to have been a part of it, to be a part of it, to cover it, and Inside the Huddle right there on the scene as they win. Now, Billy, I met somebody, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Met somebody Tuesday night as the Legends won. Now, you know that Lee G here at Inside the Huddle is a huge wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan all of my life since I was like 4 years old. I've been to WrestleMania, I've been to pay-per-views. You know, I've even covered wrestling. I've even worked in a couple of promotions, but I choose to prefer myself to be a mark. You know, I can be a worker, but I'm a mark at heart. I love being a fan. And who do I see at the ballpark Tuesday night but the hottest woman in the wrestling game, Jade Cargill? Look at that right there. Look at that. Is that King Lee and Jade Cargill right there? Had to get the picture. Look at the interview right there, getting a little talk done. Billy in the back, getting the shot. I don't even think Billy was fully aware of what was going on right there. I had to profess my love for, look, on my way out, I love you, Jade. Look at my face. Look at how I just cut my hands right there. I'm blushing as we go to the highlights of just who is Jade Cargill in AEW Dynamite, AEW Rampage. I mean, you can see her every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, every Friday night at 10 o'clock on TNT, tearing up the game, the hottest woman in professional wrestling. And you mean to tell me that she is a Lexington legend also? She's at North Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky via Brandon Phillips also? I'll take it every day. Yes, ma'am. Please and thank you, Jade Cargill. I love you with all my heart. She made me man blush, Billy. She made me man blush. Look at her. She's a goddess. She's freaking chiseled from solid granite. She has the best abs I've ever seen in my life. Look at me right now. Like, I'm just crushing on her. Like, I couldn't believe it. Let me tell you what happened. So we go there, inside the huddle, we're on the scene to cover the Lexington Legends winning the championship. That's the story. That's why we're there. Baseball, winning, trophy, champagne, interview, camera. That's why we're there, right, Billy? And so we're just doing that. You know, we understood the assignment, doing the job, getting the work. And I look up. I look to my left and I see the most beautiful woman that the Lord God ever created. Jade Cargill of AEW. I'm not even overselling it, am I, Billy? Like, just to keep it all the way funky, 100 thou wow. Billy didn't know who she was, but I did. And even his mouth was on the floor like, she's a freaking goddess. I mean, just chiseled to a T, platinum blonde hair, smile $1 million. And when we took the picture together, she did like the thing where like she raised one foot up, like pointed her toes to, and did like the 1 foot thing. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I got Jade Cargill, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. She was freaking gorgeous, nanny, nanny, boo, boo. All right, I was just 8 years old right there. But I mean, just to bring it all the way back professionally, shout out to Jade Cargill. We wish you much success here at Inside the Huddle with your whole career at AEW. We're gonna see you win that title in about a week or two. I will stand up and scream like a white woman when you do. And shout out to Brandon Phillips on bringing the championship right back here to Lexington one more again with the Lexington Legends. So there we go with that, all right? I put a pretty bow on that for you. Just still fanning out about Jade, man. All right, because we love our ladies here at Inside the Huddle. We love our women's sports and our queens and everything. Keeping in stride with that. We cover volleyball here. And you know me, I am an alum of Kentucky State University. Sabreds, who you with? And my volleyball Breds are currently tied for first place in the SIAC West Division. And they'll be in the playoffs in 2 weeks. Tonight, right now it is currently 5:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and at 7 p.m. they take on Asbury. They take on Asbury College, the volleyball thoroughbreds of Kentucky State University. Here right now you see them decked out in their breast cancer awareness pink regalia. And we wish them all the best as they travel. After they take on Asbury College tonight, they travel to South Carolina, I believe. We'll have to check our Inside the Huddle statistician for the specifics on that. But yeah, our Kentucky State volleyball team making rounds, trying to position themselves in the SIAC to get that first place notch and possibly a bye in the playoffs coming up here in 2 weeks, as you can see right here, holding home court at Western Hills High School. Shout out to the Western Hills Wolverines, home of Wandale Robinson. Look right there with that ace serve right there. Thoroughbreds on their way to victory right there in volleyball. If you have any volleyball highlights and you want to send them in to us at Inside the Huddle, feel free. InsideTheHuddle859@gmail.com. Go ahead and hit us with your volleyball highlights, your kills and your strikes and your serves, and yeah, King Lee G knows his volleyball lingo. I covered some volleyball. I even did some commentary on some volleyball once upon a time, you know. And Olympic volleyball is that's the pinnacle right there, man. Have you seen the Olympic volleyball? No. Oh yeah. Those are 6-foot Amazon ladies right there. That's the best of the best, cream of the crop right there. So shout out to all our volleyball players, and we wish you much success, and hopefully you'll make that Olympic volleyball team here real soon. Keeping in tune with our Kentucky State Thoroughbreds. Football is right on the menu right now, and our Kentucky State football team is currently 4-3, 2-1 in conference play in the SIAC. Saturday, they play host to Miles College, and kickoff is 1 p.m. in Frankfort, Kentucky at Alumni Stadium. Shout out to all my thoroughbreds in Frank Nitty, Capital City, East Frankfort, the Yard, the Hill, who you with, say Breds, as we check out a couple of highlights as the Breds hosted Tuskegee in recent weeks. You know, if Kentucky State wins out this season, they will be in first place in the West Division and possibly represent in that conference championship. So this Saturday, as they host Miles, that will be a battle for first place. And the winner of that will have sole proprietorship in the West Division of the SIAC. You know, Kentucky State has played in a couple of classics this year. They were in a classic in Nashville as they took on Eddie George and the Tennessee State Tigers. They were also in the Circle City Classic as they took on, I believe that was Fort Valley State. Not sure about that. But we played Central State, our arch rivals, twice this year, and Kentucky State hosts them at Alumni Stadium in Frankfort at the end of October. Your Kentucky Wildcats have a bye week this week after suffering their very first loss at the hands of the Georgia Bulldogs down in Athens, Georgia. So Coach Mark Stoops, Wandale Robinson, and the rest of the Kentucky Wildcats utilizing the bye week to re-prepare as they take on Mississippi State in Starkville October the 30th, as we check out a couple of highlights from the LSU and Georgia games right here on Inside the Huddle. You know, I think Kentucky will be just fine. Currently ranked number 15 with a record of 6-1, and we're looking at an opportunity for Kentucky football to go 11-1 this season. I mean, and let the chips fall where they may just have a shot at making the college football playoffs. You still have Alabama, who has to play Georgia, who has to play Auburn. You still got the SEC championship, which we've written pretty much in stone that's going to be Georgia and Alabama. Well, somebody has to lose that game. And far be it from me to prognosticate this, but who says the SEC doesn't get 2 or 3 teams in the college football playoffs this year? You've got, you know, Cincinnati, Notre Dame, Iowa, Penn State. You know, you've got contenders. But I just don't believe in anybody outside of the top dogs, with that being Bama, Georgia. And look, the Wildcats don't take a backseat to anybody. With that first loss being to Georgia, I just don't see them losing anybody else, whether that be Tennessee, Louisville, New Mexico State, or Mississippi State. So we'll see as we keep in tune with the Kentucky Wildcats. All right, folks. So you keep it locked right here to Inside the Huddle for all of your coverage and updates. I am Lee G. We will see you next time on Inside the Huddle.